10 secrets that Japanese people use to lose fat fast and that you are not doing. In Japan, the obesity rate is only 4%, one of the lowest in the world, while in Western countries this number exceeds 30%. This impressive contrast is not a coincidence, but the result of age-old habits incorporated into Japanese culture. Many people believe that following fad diets or intense workouts is enough to lose weight, when in fact the Japanese demonstrate that small, consistent habits make all the difference in body composition. Most people never implement these secrets because they are unaware of their transformative potential or think they are too complicated. Today you will see 10 secrets that Japanese people use to lose fat fast and that you probably are not doing. Before we begin, tell me in the comments your name and how long you have been training. Habit number 1, they walk a lot. Japanese people naturally incorporate walking as part of their daily routine. In Tokyo, the average citizen walks about 7,000 to 10,000 steps daily, without even considering this as exercise. This constant activity keeps the metabolism active and promotes continuous calorie burning throughout the day. The benefit goes beyond simple energy expenditure. Walking regularly helps improve insulin sensitivity, a crucial factor for weight control. When our body responds better to insulin, we store less fat and use the carbohydrates we consume more efficiently. In practice, Japanese people do not set aside a specific time to do cardio. Walking is integrated into everyday life. They use public transportation and get off 1 or 2 stations before their final destination, climb stairs instead of elevators, and prioritize meetings standing or walking. To implement this habit, start replacing short car trips with walks, park farther from work or stores, and try to accumulate 30 minutes of daily walking. The secret is not in the intensity, but in the frequency and consistency. Habit number 2, squat rest. A very common posture among Japanese people is the squat rest. Instead of sitting in chairs, many Japanese rest in a deep squat position, keeping their heels completely supported on the ground. This position, known as the Asian squat, is practiced from childhood and maintained throughout life. This simple habit brings impressive benefits to metabolism and body composition. Squat resting keeps the muscles of the legs, glutes, and core engaged even during rest periods, increasing basal caloric expenditure. Additionally, it significantly improves hip and ankle mobility, facilitating the execution of more efficient exercises for fat loss. The squat posture also promotes better blood circulation in the legs and pelvic region, as well as contributing to digestive health. Many health experts point out that this more natural position facilitates proper intestinal function, an aspect often neglected in weight loss protocols. To start implementing this habit, try maintaining the position for 30 seconds several times a day, using support if necessary. Over time, gradually increase to 1 to 2 minutes. The secret is in incorporating squat resting into everyday moments, such as while watching TV, waiting for the bus, or during short breaks at work. Habit number 3, Harahachibu. One of the most powerful dietary principles in Japanese culture is Harahachibu, which literally means eat until you are 80% full. This ancestral practice, originating from Okinawa, is one of the most effective secrets for weight control and metabolic health. Japanese people consider the sensation of being completely full as uncomfortable and even harmful to health. Instead, they seek to finish meals at the point where hunger has disappeared, but before the sensation of a full stomach. This simple practice naturally reduces caloric intake by approximately 20%, without the need for meticulous calorie counting. The most interesting aspect is that Harahachibu respects the body's natural signals. Our brain takes about 20 minutes to fully register satiety. By stopping eating when we are 80% satisfied, we give time for these signals to fully manifest, avoiding excessive consumption. Studies conducted with Okinawa inhabitants demonstrate that this practice is associated not only with less accumulation of body fat, but also with healthy aging and lower incidence of metabolic diseases. A common mistake is confusing Harahachibu with starvation. In fact, it's about eating until moderate satisfaction, not severe restriction. Another misconception is believing that this practice requires tiny amounts of food, when in fact it's more about mindful attention during eating. Habit number 4, hybrid exercises. Japanese people have an intelligent approach to physical exercise, prioritizing movements that combine strength and endurance simultaneously. These hybrid exercises maximize calorie expenditure and optimize training time, creating the ideal hormonal environment for fat burning. Unlike the Western model that frequently separates aerobic and strength training, the Japanese approach integrates these components into more efficient sessions. These hybrid exercises significantly elevate excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, causing the body to continue burning calories for up to 48 hours after training. Researchers from the University of Tokyo found that this type of training can increase insulin sensitivity by up to 60%, a crucial factor for fat metabolism. Additionally, hybrid exercises promote the release of myokines, proteins that help convert white fat into beige fat. Exercise number 1, mountain climber. The mountain climber is widely practiced in Japan as a complete exercise. In the basic plank position, you quickly alternate knees toward your chest, simulating a horizontal run. This movement simultaneously engages core, shoulder, arm, and leg muscles, significantly elevating heart rate. The beauty of this exercise lies in its ability to strengthen the core while providing intense cardiovascular stimulation. To execute it correctly, keep your hips aligned with your shoulders, avoiding raising them. The rhythm should be controlled initially, gradually increasing as technique improves. Beginners can start with 20 seconds of effort followed by 10 seconds of rest, repeating for 4 sets. Exercise number 2, burpees. The burpee, although not of Japanese origin, was adopted and modified in Japan's fitness culture as an extremely efficient exercise. This complete movement combines squat, plank, push-up, and jump in a single repetition. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is its ability to rapidly elevate heart rate while working practically all major muscle groups of the body. Studies show that 10 minutes of burpees can burn more calories than 30 minutes of moderate running. For beginners, I recommend starting with a modified version, removing the push-up and jump, focusing only on the squat to plank movement and return. As physical condition evolves, gradually add the more challenging elements. Remember that movement quality should always prevail over quantity. Focus on maintaining a firm posture during each phase of the exercise, breathing in a controlled manner, and keeping the core engaged. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Having constant access to science-based information is what will make you progress with health in the long term in the bodybuilding world. Habit number 5, matcha tea. Matcha tea is a central element in Japanese tradition and a powerful ally in fat loss. Unlike common green tea, matcha uses the entire leaf of the Camellia sinensis plant in powder form, significantly concentrating its bioactive compounds. This superfood contains an exceptional concentration of catechins, especially epigallocatechin gallate, which has been shown to increase fat oxidation during exercise by up to 17%. Additionally, matcha contains L-theanine, an amino acid that reduces stress and decreases cortisol production, a hormone associated with abdominal fat accumulation. Matcha provides a unique state of calm alertness due to the combination of caffeine and L-theanine, providing sustained energy without the typical peaks and valleys of other caffeine sources. This facilitates the maintenance of an active lifestyle, fundamental for weight control. A common mistake is confusing any green tea with authentic matcha. True matcha has a vibrant green coloration and fine texture, being prepared through a specific whisking process and not just infusion. Habit number 6, food discipline. The Japanese approach to food goes far beyond ingredients, involving a complete philosophy of relationship with food. This food discipline is fundamental to maintaining a low body fat percentage without the constant feeling of restriction. Japanese people naturally practice what Western nutritionists now call mindful eating. They dedicate full attention to the meal, avoiding distractions such as television or phones. This simple practice significantly reduces excessive consumption and improves digestion. Another crucial aspect is the visual presentation of food. Japanese people value the aesthetics of the meal as much as the flavor, serving smaller portions in several small containers. This approach psychologically tricks the brain, creating the perception of abundance even with a reduced amount of food. Food habit number 1, diet based on rice, fish, and vegetables. The traditional Japanese diet is centered on 3 fundamental elements: brown rice, omega-3 rich fish, and seasonal vegetables. This combination provides lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and high nutritional density with low caloric density. Fish, especially salmon, sardines, and tuna, provide high-quality proteins and anti-inflammatory fatty acids that facilitate fat loss. Vegetables, consumed in variety and abundance, promote satiety with few calories. Food habit number 2, little sugar in desserts. Traditional Japanese desserts contain significantly less sugar than Western ones. Sweets such as mochi, dorayaki, and yokan use ingredients like azuki beans, matcha, and agar-agar, resulting in less caloric options that satisfy the desire for sweets without spiking insulin. This moderation in sugar consumption is a determining factor for weight control, as it avoids glucose spikes and subsequent drops that lead to compulsive hunger. Food habit number 3, fewer dairy products and breads. The traditional Japanese diet is naturally low in dairy and gluten. The absence of these potentially inflammatory foods contributes to better digestive health and reduction of water retention, resulting in more defined body composition. Instead of breads, Japanese people consume rice, which causes less insulin response and is more easily digested by the body, reducing fat storage. Food habit number 4, fewer fast foods and snacks. Japanese food culture values home-prepared meals with fresh ingredients. The concept of bento encourages food planning and drastically reduces the consumption of ultra-processed foods. When consuming snacks, Japanese people prefer natural options such as edamame, onigiri, and fresh fruits, instead of chips and stuffed cookies typical of the Western diet. Habit number 7, less time in front of the TV. Japanese people spend significantly less time in sedentary behaviors such as watching television. While the average Western citizen spends approximately 4 to 5 hours daily in front of the TV, in Japan, this number rarely exceeds 2 hours. This seemingly simple difference has a profound impact on metabolism and body composition. Studies from Kyoto University have shown that each additional hour of sedentary behavior is associated with an 11% increase in obesity risk. Besides the reduction in caloric expenditure, excessive time in front of the TV is linked to other behaviors that favor fat gain. Research indicates that when watching television, we consume on average 228 additional calories per hour, often from ultra-processed foods rich in sugars and fats. Exposure to blue light from screens during the night suppresses melatonin production, impairing sleep quality. Inadequate sleep deregulates hunger hormones, increasing appetite and preference for caloric foods the following day. A common mistake is underestimating the cumulative impact of this habit. Many people focus intensely on diet and exercises, while ignoring that spending 4 hours daily on the couch can completely neutralize their efforts. Habit number 8, social valuation of thinness. An often neglected aspect of Japan's low obesity rate is the cultural factor of valuing thinness. In Japanese society, staying in shape is considered not only an aesthetic issue, but a social responsibility related to health and personal discipline. This social pressure, although it may seem negative from a Western perspective, functions as a potent prevention mechanism against weight gain. The Japanese government implemented in 2008 the Metabo Law, establishing maximum limits for abdominal circumference. Companies and public agencies are encouraged to ensure their employees maintain healthy measurements. This proactive approach to metabolic health is reflected in everyday practices. In Japanese schools, for example, students participate daily in Ragyo Taiso, a series of stretches and light movements performed in groups to promote body awareness from an early age. Traditional Japanese clothing, such as the kimono, also indirectly encourages weight maintenance, as they are designed for slimmer bodies and immediately highlight any abdominal fat gain. Habit number 9, low alcohol consumption. Although Japan has a culture of social alcohol consumption, especially sake and beer, the approach is significantly different from the Western one. Japanese people consume alcoholic beverages in smaller quantities and in a more ritualistic way, minimizing the negative impact on metabolism and body composition. Alcohol is a true saboteur of fat loss through multiple mechanisms. Besides providing 7 calories per gram, it interrupts the fat oxidation process. When we consume alcohol, the liver prioritizes its metabolism, temporarily suspending fat burning for up to 72 hours after ingestion. Alcoholic beverages also stimulate appetite and reduce our food inhibitions. Studies show that we consume on average 30% more calories when we drink before or during meals, frequently opting for more caloric and processed foods. Alcohol significantly impairs sleep quality, even in small quantities. Fragmented sleep reduces testosterone and growth hormone levels, both crucial for maintaining muscle mass and efficient fat metabolism. A common mistake is believing that there are diet-friendly alcoholic beverages. Even low-calorie options like vodka with water cause the same negative metabolic effects, as the main problem is in the ethanol, not just the calories. Habit number 10. Small portions. The last Japanese secret for maintaining low body fat percentage is perhaps the most visible, but frequently the most difficult to implement for Westerners. Portion size. The traditional Japanese meal is served in multiple small dishes, creating visual diversity while naturally controlling the total amount of food. This simple habit has a profound impact on caloric control without the sensation of deprivation. Psychologically, consuming different foods in small quantities provides greater sensory satisfaction and reduces the need for large volumes to achieve satiety. The Japanese concept of ichiju sansai establishes a structure for balanced meals: one soup, one main dish, and two side dishes, all served in smaller containers. This approach naturally limits excessive consumption while ensuring nutritional variety. The Japanese utensils themselves contribute to this habit. Chopsticks naturally pick up smaller portions than forks and knives, and traditional bowls are dimensioned to contain approximately 200 to 300 milliliters, much less than Western plates. To implement this habit, invest in smaller plates and bowls. Serve yourself once and avoid automatic repetitions, and adopt the practice of dividing the meal into multiple small plates instead of one large one. The secret is in creating visual abundance with less total volume. These 10 Japanese secrets for fat loss demonstrate that small, consistent habits have a much greater impact than occasional drastic interventions. The success of the Japanese in maintaining low obesity rates does not come from extreme diets or exhausting workouts, but from the intelligent integration of these principles into everyday lifestyle. If you liked this, and also want to discover another exercise widely practiced in Asian communities to heal years of neglect with your own body, we have a video appearing right now on the screen showing better why it is so restorative. Be sure to check it out. Thank you for watching this far, and may God bless you, my friend.